In the Poison Ivy series, as Ivy is floating in the water, Harley tells her she's dreaming again. Ivy misses Harley, but she's scared to come back as she thinks she's too far gone. But Harley refuses to believe that as she tells Ivy it's never too late to fix a mistake. Harley is very precious to Ivy. She tastes like sweet sap rising in the springtime. But as Ivy wakes up, she can feel the spores from the Ophiocordyceps lamia spreading through her body. See, Ivy is undergoing a self-induced poisoning as she's trying to kill off the human race. Ivy goes to the shower as she cuts the excess growths off her body, wondering if she'll die before she can finish her mission. But for now, Ivy is still here. She wants to survive long enough till she can infect at least a critical mass of human life. But as Ivy looks down, she's greeted by a woman doing some yard work. The woman offers Ivy a job, and Ivy agrees to help. The lady takes Ivy to a closed-off area that's covered in growth, but she says with a little work, it will become her own little piece of Eden. Ivy hallucinates as she thinks back to the little piece of Eden that she once had, as Bella Gardner tells her it didn't have to end like this. But as Ivy snaps out of it, the woman introduces herself as Carrie as she asks Ivy about the cuts on her arm. Ivy tells her she got scraped up clearing brush yesterday, but no matter as the two ladies get to work cleaning the yard and clearing invasive species. The yard work is actually good for Ivy as it clears her head. She thinks to herself that you can almost convince yourself that you could heal the planet with a little bit of yard work. But as the two ladies look at their progress, Ivy tells Carrie that the soil right here is exhausted, and if you plant native prairie grass, it'll deepen the roots and bring back native flowers. Carrie and Ivy would head to the plant store where they would pick up many plants as well as flowers. Carrie wonders if they should wait till morning time, but Ivy tells her that the evening is the perfect time to see new life. Ivy stays out late night tending to the garden as she thinks to herself. She's always suspicious of people selling hope, as when the desired outcome inevitably fails, hope turns to despair. You know you can't save all the trees, so you don't plant any. But what if it's still worth planting that one tree, just one, so you can at least say you did your part? In the morning time, Ivy wakes up in the garden as she's greeted by Carrie, who's amazed by her progress. Carrie tries to help Ivy up, but Ivy tells her not to touch her as she doesn't want to get dirt all over her. Later that night, as Ivy is in her room, the news would be talking about the Ophiocordyceps outbreak, but they would also warn the public that there's really no threat to the public as a whole. But as Ivy hears scratches, she noticed that the shadows are moving. A big-ass plant monster leaps out of the shadows and grabs Ivy by the neck and pins her to the ground. But as Ivy swipes at the creature, it mysteriously easily falls apart as it's nothing but a pile of brush and yard waste. As Ivy stands up, she wonders if she hallucinated everything. She wonders if her own pathogen is starting to outsmart her. The next morning in Idaho, Ivy would make her way to this building to inquire about this job posting she's seen online. Ivy knows things are going to get messy, but as a woman walks out telling her that the guy is a monster, things are already getting messier than she thought, thanks to the realization that we're all guilty, even though some are guiltier than others. But back in Montana, that same morning, Carrie would awake to utter devastation as she would find that her entire garden has miraculously blossomed overnight. The end.